Hello lawn mowing people. What we're going to talk about today is the ultimate guide to growing your lawn mowing business using referrals. Now I've got a way where I get lots and lots of leads by using referrals. I've got a method for doing it and I've got a way of tracking it, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Now, the ultimate guide to growing your business with referrals. One of the easiest way to grow your lawn mowing business is to get referrals, and it costs you nothing. It's a simple step and it's missed by a lot of lawn mowing businesses, and we're going to talk about how you can get referrals and how you can track your progress. Now, the first thing that you want to do is create a referral program. You're not going to get referrals if you're not trying. The first thing to consider is, who is your ideal customer? Are you looking for large lawns, small lawns, full service customers, or have you got a different business method? Now, the best way to get your customers, promote your business, is to actively give some kind of incentive. So what you could offer is you could offer something like a gift card, you could offer a discount, you could offer a referral bonus, and make sure that if you're talking to your customers about getting you business through referrals, now what we normally do is, when we do referrals, we normally have a simple method where we say, so if the customer was mentioning to a friend, the customer would say, hey, if you ring this guy, mention my name, he's pretty busy, but he'll fit you in. They should mention the customer's name so you know where the referral came from. Otherwise, that's no good to the customer. So that's just one way of doing it. Now, the way to maximize referrals. So this is how to get the maximum number of referrals for your business. And it's really, really simple. What you do is do an excellent job. If you're doing a really good job, then you actually start getting referrals naturally. With our business, we don't actually try for referrals anymore because we've been running full for quite a few years, but we still get quite a few come in. And they're just basically because we do a good old-fashioned service. We do a good job, and people like that. We turn up on time. We do what we say we're going to do. If we tell a customer we're going to ring them back, we ring them back. There's so many badly run lawn mowing businesses out there. It's not hard for you to stand out just by doing the right thing. Now, another good way to increase your referral chances is ask the customer at the right time. Now, a good way to do it is after you've completed your work and they've commented on your work and said that they like the job. Now, if you're going to ask them to give you a referral, then you've got much more chance of them go ahead and doing it. After you've completed the job, you'll freshen the customer's mind, and they may think to themselves, oh, I know someone who would like a job like this done. Now, if a customer asks you to do a small job that's over and above the scope of the job, and you go ahead and do that job because it only takes you 5 minutes, and after doing that, it's not a bad time to talk to them about, hey, do you have any friends or know anybody that might want a lawn mowing service? Another time to ask is after you've built up a good relationship with the customer. So if the customer comes out and talks to you, once a month, and you've mowed the lawns for 6 months or something like that, then it's a good time to say to them, hey, do you know anybody else in this area that might want their lawns cut? You never know. Now, do not ask for a referral if your customer's having a bad day. This should be obvious, but sometimes it's not. If they're having a good day, a good time to ask. If they're having a bad day, don't ever mention it. Now remember, the key to successfully getting referrals is to approach the situation tactfully, be sure to express your appreciation for any referrals you receive, and follow up with your contacts to let them know how the referral worked out. Now, another thing that you want to do is create a sense of urgency. You don't want the customers to feel that you're always going to be available to take on extra work. Tell them that you're looking for referrals, but don't give them the impression that you have unlimited amounts of time available. Tell them you've got a few spots available, and you would prioritize any referrals that come through customers. There's an old saying, if you want a job done, ask a busy man. And this is how a lot of people think. If you're busy, you're obviously good. If you're not busy, you can't be that good. This is pretty mad, but this is how customers feel. Now, another thing that you could do is create a network of referral partners. This is kind of like referrals on steroids, and we do this for our business, and it's very simple. First, you make a list of the kind of businesses that you want to work with. We just mow lawns, so we might be interested in businesses that, let's say, do tree work, or businesses that do gardening, or businesses that do soft landscaping work. And so what we'll do is we'll go into Google Maps and I'll type in something like tree work, and then I'll look for businesses that do tree work. I'm going to rule out businesses that do tree work and lawn mowing, and I'm going to rule out the businesses with bad reviews, because I don't want to work with either of them. You got to remember that if you're going to be referring somebody, you want to know the guy's actually going to turn up. We actually have a policy that if we refer somebody to a job and they don't turn up, then we no longer work with them. And it's as simple as that. We want our customers to know that they're going to get somebody reliable. Now, once you have the list, this is going to be the hardest part. You've got to start calling these people and have some conversations with them. Ask them whether they're currently recommending somebody who's offering you service. If they say yes, then the conversation's over. It's time to move on to the next one. If they say no, then you could be lucky. Now, the best kind of agreement to make is I will refer you if you refer me kind of deal. And if they're acceptable with that, then that could be a good way to start. And you'll be surprised at the amount of work that you can get on a regular basis if you get half a dozen of these kind of arrangements going with other businesses around town. The next thing is measuring and tracking the success of these referrals, because you want to know where the work is coming from. So one good way to do this is to ask the leads that come in where they got your number from. And the other way is to have them use that method that I was talking to you about before, where we tell a customer that the contractor that they're going to call is quite busy, but if they mention our name, then that business will prioritise their quote. Now, if we do this, so if someone rings us up and says, hey, I'd like to get some tree work done. We don't do tree work. So I say, okay, sorry, we don't do tree work, but I can get Bruce to give you a call back within the next couple of hours, and he can give you a quote for doing the tree work. Now, with any referrals, so what we do with referrals is we tell the customer that the contractor is quite busy, but if they mention our name, the business will then prioritise their quote. Now, this does two things. One, the customer thinks the company must be pretty good if it's busy, and secondly, people love being prioritised. It makes them feel important, so they're much more likely to mention your name. If we're taking quotes to sell, which is another thing that we do, then we take all of the details and we tell them that the guy will be contacting him within a couple of hours, because that's the agreement we have with the people that buy leads off us. But if you're just going to give them a phone number and get them to ring somebody, then you want to go through this process. Otherwise, they're not going to know where the lead came from. So by doing this, you'll be able to keep track of the referral partners and the ones that are working and the ones that aren't. So what we do is we keep the ones who are performing and replace the ones who aren't doing so well. And that way, we always end up working with good businesses and businesses that we know are reliable and businesses that are actually sending us work in return. And you could even do things like just stop around at Christmas and drop them off a dozen beers. It's amazing the kind of progress you can make if you've got a good business relationship. So summing up, if you want your business to grow fast without spending a lot of money, a referral program is definitely a good idea. And so now it's time for you to go out, email, text, talk to your customers and tell them that you're looking for a few more customers. Make that list of similar businesses near you, get on the phone, ring them up and start setting up a referral program. I know it's hard, but if you get on the phone and start making a few of those calls, it becomes easier and easier and you won't regret it. Once you have this in place, you'll be able to reap the benefits of having a solid referral program, and you'll supercharge the growth of your lawn mowing business. And this is what you'll look like. Superman. So that's all I've got to say today. And remember, if you want to learn how to build a profitable lawn mowing business, increase your income, every month without working any harder, you can join the Lawn Mowing 101 membership. The link is below. We've got a 7-day free trial. So why don't you drop in and give it a go and see how you like it. That's all I've got to say today. So just get out there, mow lawns, have fun, and happy lawn mowing, people.